What if one of the most common things you wear every single day could do more than just, well, hold up your pants? What if it could actually save your life? Today, we are looking at a piece of tech that promises to do just that.
I mean, really think about that for a second. We've got smartwatches, we've got fitness rings, but this takes it to a whole new level. We're talking about an everyday accessory becoming a kind of silent guardian, a 24/7 health watchdog that could spot trouble long before you even feel a symptom. That's the powerful promise we're digging into today.
So let's get right into it. What are we really talking about here? Is this just a glorified fitness tracker, or is it something more? In this first part, we're going to define exactly what makes this doctor on your belt so different.
Okay, so here's the key difference, right? Your fitness tracker is great for telling you what you did, how many steps you took, how many calories you burned, but this smart health belt, it's designed to tell you what your body is doing right now, in this very moment. It's continuously monitoring your vital signs to give you a live, moving picture of your health.
And the sheer amount of data it's pulling in is, well, it's incredible. It's not just the basics like your heart rate. We're talking about an actual ECG to check for irregular heart rhythms, blood oxygen levels, which are so critical for respiratory health, and even AI that analyzes all these patterns to figure out your stress and fatigue levels. It's honestly like having a mobile health clinic wrapped right around your waist.
But why do we even need this? I mean, is this just a cool gadget for the sake of it, or is it solving a real, fundamental problem? In this next section, we'll look at the specific gaps in our current healthcare system that a device like this is really designed to fill.
Just think about your last doctor's visit. They took your vitals, they asked some questions, and they gave you a snapshot of your health on that one day at that one time. But your health isn't a snapshot, is it? It's a movie. The big problem is that we miss everything that's happening in those huge stretches of time between appointments.
And this slide right here, this just perfectly illustrates the massive shift in thinking. We're moving from playing defense with our health, waiting for something to go wrong, to playing offense. Instead of those random periodic checkups, you get continuous data. Instead of reacting to symptoms, you get proactive warnings. It's all about getting ahead of health problems, not just chasing them after the fact.
So this is where the belt really becomes a game changer. It's that immediate alert if an elderly parent falls. It's the one unified system that stops you from trying to juggle data from 5 different apps. And this is so important. It's the predictive engine that might just say, hey, your blood pressure trends are starting to look a little concerning, giving you a chance to act before it ever becomes a crisis.
The promise is huge. I get it. But how does the magic actually happen? Let's peel back the layers and get into the nitty-gritty of how this thing goes from a simple sensor on your body to a powerful insight on your phone. The journey your data takes is surprisingly straightforward when you break it down. First, these tiny sensors are just gathering the raw signals from your body. Then, the belt's onboard brain does some initial number crunching right there. Next, it wirelessly beams that information over to your phone. And finally, the app acts as your personal health translator, turning all those raw numbers into clear insights and, when needed, critical alerts. And it's all made possible by some incredibly sophisticated, yet absolutely tiny pieces of hardware. So here's the team of tiny specialists doing all the work. You've got a sensor that uses light to check your heart rate and blood oxygen. There's an accelerometer, pretty much like the one in your phone, that can detect movement and, crucially, tell if you've fallen. Then there are dedicated modules for your heart's electrical signals, your body temp, and even one that measures your breathing. And that little chip in the middle, the ESP32, it's the conductor of the whole orchestra, making sure all these instruments play together in perfect harmony. But look, a flood of data is totally useless if you can't understand it, right? And this is where the app's design is so clever. It uses a super simple, intuitive, color-coded system. You don't need a medical degree to know that green is good, yellow is a heads up, and red means, hey, this is a potential issue that needs your attention. It's all about making your own health data instantly understandable. Okay, so we know what it is and how it works, but let's get to the bottom line. Why does this actually matter? What is the real, tangible impact this kind of thing can have on someone's life? That's what we're looking at next.
When you break down the benefits, it's really clear what people value most. Safety is number one. That peace of mind you get from features like fall detection is just huge. But look what's right behind it. Prevention. The power to see a problem coming. And that's followed by just getting a deeper understanding of your own body, and of course, the simple convenience of having all this tracked automatically. It's a pretty powerful mix.
So let's make this totally real. This means your phone buzzes with a map showing a location if your mom takes a fall. It means the AI might flag a super subtle trend in your vitals that points to a future risk long before you would ever notice it. It means sending your doctor a detailed health report with just the tap of a button. See, this isn't about collecting data for fun. It's about turning that data into actions that could literally change your life.
And that, right there, is the absolute key takeaway. This system isn't just a rearview mirror showing you where your health has been. It's trying to be a windshield, using artificial intelligence to look down the road and help you see what's coming next.
So, it really all leads to this one big question. Is this where we're heading? A future where our clothes don't just cover us, but actually care for us? A future where this kind of proactive health monitoring isn't some high-tech luxury, but a standard part of how we look after ourselves and the people we love?